Hello, Nabby here. So, welcome to the start of our Goals and Gratitude project. I have a 2024 calendar because that's what it is. This is January 2024. I have these cool stickers that I plan on trying to use in some way. I'm very visual, so the more visual I can make it, the more likely I am to succeed at it. Um, I have a bunch of these Sharpie colors because colors, again, visual pops are really great. If you wanted to follow along, like I said before, you can do this on paper, you can do it digitally, lots of things. So, some of the stuff that I made, um, for Yule, I have this releasing and manifesting kind of statements. So, things that I plan on releasing this year, right? I plan on releasing expectations, worry, and fear, and I plan on manifesting growth, celebration, and healing. Um, Sometimes it's really good to have some of those statements out there. Works really well. Um, I picked 4 areas for um, writing goals. There are many, many things. You can, have 5 areas or 6 or 7. Seven's not a bad number. It's a fairly common number in terms of breaking things out into different categories. So you can have as many different categories or few categories as you like, right? Um, but since I read tarot, separated into like 4 categories where I thought, fire, earth, air, with water kind of thing. So for fire, it's all about passion, creativity. It's an action thing. So for this one, it's more of what am I creating. Um, for earth, I figured that it would be a lot more of, for me, improving my health. And in fact, this is going to be a big one for me. Of all the things I prioritize, my health is going to be the number one thing I'm going to need to prioritize. Um, for air, that's all like in your mind, right? Mental things, knowledge, except things like that. So I figured things that could keep my brain engaged and also practicing stillness. So turning my brain on and making sure I can kind of turn it off a little bit, give it a little rest. Um, so that was for there. And then the last one is water, which tends to be your emotions, your relationships, right? Is the social piece. So I wrote, be present and engaged with my family and friends. So these are like my overarching goals. And then within each of these, have thought about specific areas or things that I'd like to work towards. And again, I have so many little goals that I'm probably not going to focus on every single one of them every single time, right? Too much too soon isn't a sustainable thing. And in my life, want sustainability. So I'm probably going to pick one of these each week to really focus in on and see what habits I can make for that specific thing, and then work on that habit in that week. There's 52 weeks in a year, and I don't have 52 of these, so hopefully I'll get some traction on some of them. So if I look at each category individually now, I'll put this over here. Let's look at each category individually now. So for my create more, I have 3. I said create more YouTube videos, and I want to create some each week. So I have this witchy exploration series that I have going on that I'm already working on, and then I have this idea for doing like tarot breakdowns where I take them, and I've seen stuff like it before, but I want to take a bunch of different decks and compare like all of their Empress cards and look at the art on all of them, and hopefully I can get my Twitch community to submit some pictures also, and we can sort of talk about what those images are, and then what are some of the imagery in each of these photos that we think stands out, and then we can maybe even deepen our knowledge within that. So I'm kind of interested in starting that series. I don't know if I'll do it as easily, but that's my idea. And then I still have some unboxing stuff that I do, but I have that exploration. So I want to create more, and these are some ideas of sort of standalone YouTube videos that I could create. I'll probably end up, if I do these, doing them similar to what I'm doing now, where I sort of stream it and I record the portion that I will make the video, and then my Twitch crew will get to see it first, and then the video will post on YouTube. So, but those are some of the ideas I have. So I wanted to do that. The next one that I said is just in general trying to stream more. I currently stream like twice a week on Twitch, so maybe increasing how often I stream on Twitch to one more day, or I would really like to try to stream tarot on YouTube live. It's a whole different sort of beast. I have to have different bots that work stuff, so I have to kind of play with that and see how I like it. If it flows, I like things to flow, but I'd like to try it, right? And it'd be good if I can get that once a week. So if I only add the YouTube live thing once a week, that'd be good. I would meet this. A lot of the times, the reason I don't stream as more often is I have a day job. I'm teach math, so I sort of have to, put the hours in for that, and then I have family. So, the thing that actually pays me money and my family tend to take priority over my creative stuff, which is sad, but it is what it is. And then I put as my last kind of creative outlet here, more vendor shows. I'd like to maybe do one a month. And this is where I make handmade bath products, soaps, shower steamers, scrubs, bath bombs, etc. And then we also have 3D prints, like dragons, and this one is our most recent one. It's a dice tower. It's our most recent dice tower. So that's exciting. So we have 3D stuff that we show and things like that. So I'll have to work on when I'm going to be able to do this. So the next one we have is the health one, and this is probably going to be the one that I organize. I prioritize a lot. So I put improved tech skills, like things like Adobe Captivate. This is more career stuff. It'd be nice to move into a job that actually pays me more, because teaching has never really paid me what I feel like I'm worth, and that's just been my life. So depending on what other skills I can sort of develop, maybe I can move into a career that I feel more monetarily appreciates me than the field that I'm in now. I love the students, I love teaching, that's all great. But as a society and as a world, we don't really emphasize, and support our teachers the way we do, right? We kind of, I don't know, we don't. So improving my tech skills, maybe I'll get a different job that could make more money. This is probably the lowest on my list because a lot of my other earth things here do home physical therapy every day. So last April 2023, I had an injury to my back. It was my third herniation. I had back surgery. I had some complications, and essentially I still don't have a lot of feeling in my right foot or ankle. I can't lift it up or move it out. So my physical therapy is to help with that. And there's a time clock on a lot of my physical therapy stuff. So I'm going to probably prioritize a lot of this. I want to walk more. In the long term, I want to get to like 10,000 steps a day. I'm starting at like 2,000 steps a day. So for me to get to 10,000, it's not an overnight thing. This is one of those goals where I'll have to maybe every month check in to see where I'm at, and then see if I can increase that goal by, a little bit, right? So I'm going to have to inch my way up here. I want to do some more yoga and stretching. There's some poses in yoga because, again, I can't really control my toes, that I can't do some of those poses as well. But there's some really good yoga poses, some good stretching that happens in yoga. So I'd like to either do yoga or stretch twice a day. Um, that's a goal of mine. And again, it's a very helping myself physically. Um, Drink more water. Oh, and I forgot, I thought about this one. Um, and I'll make one up right now because I thought about it last night when I went to bed. Um, I'm just gonna put get 8 hours of sleep. Um, it's less of a big goal that I have to work towards, as much as I need to make sure that I organize myself in such a way that I can give myself that 8 hours of sleep. Oftentimes, if you're having trouble with sleep, um, honestly, you have kind of a set wake up time for most people, right? Like you have to wake up by a certain time so that you can get to work, you can get ready to get to work, etc. So very few times are you going to be able to reduce what you do in the morning, like make your morning routine smaller. So more likely what you have to do is just go to sleep sooner. So you have to give yourself a bedtime as an adult. That's what I'm going to have to start doing. I have to give myself a bedtime. So I say, okay, I have to get up by this time. This is going to have to be my bedtime so that I can actually get up when I need to and get the 8 hours of sleep. So as much as it's not like a huge goal, it's something I want to be mindful of. So I'm putting it in here as a goal. And then drink more water. Again, for me, physically, this is more of a health thing. And I'm sure, eating better, etc. I probably just need to eat less in terms of my food. I already eat. I have a fairly wide nutrition thing. Like I eat my fruits and veggies and things like that. So I want to try the other stuff. I want to be more active in that regard first. Okay, so then brain-wise, so the turning my brain on is I want to work on learning a new language. I put Duolingo on there, and I'd like my eventual goal to be that I'm doing 50 minutes a week. I could either do that by doing 5 or 10 minutes a day-ish, right? And it builds up over the week. Or maybe I just one day a week on my Sundays or something like that, right? Maybe I just focus on doing that one day because I don't have work. So that could be a thing. I just want to read more physical and audiobook kind of daily. I want that to be something that becomes a habit. And I'll read more daily. Doesn't seem like a lot. So when I go to work on this, I'll probably have to set myself specific and measurable goals that are, that kind of thing. So maybe I'll give myself a time. I want to read for, 10, 20, 30 minutes a day kind of thing. But we'll get there. And then to turn my brain off, meditate daily. It's definitely something that I need to work on anyway. And then, of course, what would a YouTube video be if not for my cat Sora jumping up in the middle to sit on my desk? Try to come in my lap. So for the water part, the emotion part, this is all about connections with people. And some of the stuff that I have here is new, and some of it's like I just want to continue. So I have a monthly board game day that I want to continue doing because I love getting together with a lot of my family and friends to just play board games one day a month. And I'm also going to do monthly community nights in my Discord. We had one in December. I had a blast with it. And then I want to continue that. So I'll keep doing the thing where we vote for a little bit, and we probably have it on the later ends of the month. Really exciting. A new thing is a weekly game day with my family, including my husband and my girls. I don't know when we'll do this. It might end up having to be on a weekend, just so that everybody has stuff to do. And then we bought games that, because I have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, and they enjoy playing games. And we bought some, I think there's like Mantis and Family Feud, things like that my girls have just enjoyed. So I think we're going to keep doing that, kind of like a just a smaller kind of family thing. And then something to add that I would like to add is a monthly date night with my hubby. So, um, my mom has been amazing at letting the girls sleep over her house so that it frees my husband and I up to just have a night for us. So this is something it's kind of more like I want to continue that. And, depending on whatever we do, it's nice to just have a at least once a month. Um, Really, it's as often as I can get it. Date night with the hubby. So maybe it'll be twice a month, but it usually depends on my mom and the babysitting. So a lot of the stuff that is in here is like a maintain, and a lot of it's also new. So that's good. But for me right now, I need to focus on my health. That's the one that I need to focus on. So I have these little stacks here. That's the one that I'm probably going to work on for this week. So let me put those over there. And I'm going to take out the career one for now because really it's the physical stuff that I need to focus on. And if you notice, of all my goals, this one had the most because it's the one I need to work on the most. I know, Sora. So, getting 8 hours of sleep, drinking more water. So, things I've already started doing. I fill this water bottle up, and I need to start drinking it. But the more conscious I am with my water, the more visual it is. This one has the times on it, which on a normal day, since I am up before 8, this will work really well. And then, during lunch, I should work towards finishing it because it ends at about 1 p.m. ish, right? So it should be good for me to work on that. I don't know that I'm going to pick just one here because the getting 8 hours of sleep is a planning thing. The walk more is going to be a long-term thing. So maybe I'm going to, I'll break this one down and see where I am. I think this will be the main one to do. We'll work on those first. So my 8 hours of sleep and drinking more water, I think, is sort of in progress. And I need to do stretching and physical therapy. But I think breaking down how much should I be walking, I think that'll actually be really useful for me. So let's get into the actual calendar part and let's see what some stickers we have and see if we can get excited about these at all. So the cool thing about this one let me take this pen and I'm just going to jot down some ideas. This is maybe my ideas page. I have reminders on my phone. I think it's every 2 hours. I think the current thing that reminds me is only like a notification, so it doesn't like vibrate or pop up or ring or anything like that. Um, but maybe if I can work on the habit that every time I pick the water bottle up, I have to take a sip from it. Now, again, I don't think that that one is going to be like, oh, and now I've fixed the whole problem kind of a thing, right? Um, but if I have a reminder on my phone, and I check my phone, that might help. And if I think of the habit that every time I move or touch my water bottle, I need to drink from it, maybe that'll help. So I'm going to just kind of be more conscious of it. So for this one, getting 8 hours of sleep, if I wake up at like 7, that means I have to go to bed by like 11. So we'll say winding down. And probably 3 extra hours of 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, ooh, I like that idea. Let's set bedtime alarm for phone. Okay, and here's another thing as you are working on goals and anything in general. There's this rule where if it doesn't take too long, then you should just do it. So I'm going to right now set a bedtime alarm. I think that's a great idea. So let's see. Go to the PM. Okay, so alarm. We said 10:30. Love it. PM. Gotta make sure it's PM. Wind down. Wind down for bed. Okay, and it's every weekday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not going to do the Saturday, Sunday, but so I'm doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because those are the evenings for my work days. And then my bedtime for the weekend should probably be, here, I'll say weeknight. I don't know what my bedtime for the weekend should be. Wind down for bed. It's just literally what I'm writing. Wind down for bed. And then we'll put maybe like a 12:30. Oh, gosh. But it says AM because I didn't switch that. Hold on, I have to go back. Okay, no, it's a PM, that's good. But it should be 12:30 AM and not PM because that's noon. Okay, so Friday, Saturday, that's what we'll do. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Okay, so great idea to set an alarm on my phone for that. And what I might end up having to for my water, if I'm noticing, because to be honest, in terms of how do we work on goals? You have to know where you start. And as much as I have this water bottle, and I've had this water bottle for a while, a long while, um, I don't always follow the times. Like, I'm lucky if I get through like this much in one day. I don't even get through one whole cup a day. So, um, any water I can add is helpful. And I need to eventually get to where I'm doing this twice. But I touched it, I need to drink from it. If I can get little habits in every day, like work on the little habits at a time, I think that'll be really useful. So I think I'm going to enjoy that habit there. Um, I think the sleep is really important um, for um, let's see, if I look at what I have been doing in the past. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. Finch app. I gotta find out how to find apps. Hold on. App Store. Finch app. Is this a free app? I like free apps. This is Finch Self-Care Pet. That's cute. Oh, I'll have to check out that one too. So I have this little bird. What do we want to name your bird? Ooh, what should my little birdie be named? I like how the default is Sushi. I'm gonna name my bird Sushi. Okay, so let me see if there's another one. Let me look this one up too. Habitica. Yeah. Gamify your tasks. Ooh. Nice. So, because we're recording this for YouTube, I'll probably end up I'll put some invite codes or whatever, or the names in there. I'll, work on trying them out. So this is, Habitica. Okay. Progress in life. Get social. Okay, so depending on what you're looking for, there can be a little more variety there. Okay, cool. So these are definitely things I will look into in general. Here. We will start. Let me do one in purple because the overall progress goal is in purple. Okay, so let's start a helpful apps. Question mark. And then we're going to write down Finch. Habitica. I have my FitnessPal. I have Fastic. One of the things I eventually want to work on again is doing more of my intermittent fasting, where I'm fasting for 18 to 20 hours. It worked well. But I need to prioritize being more active and engaging with my body. Okay. I have a Fitbit. So, these are some good suggestions on apps. We'll figured out. I think there was another one that I had for drinking water specifically. I used to have it. I don't know if it's on my phone since I got a new phone, so I'll have to look into. Let's see, we have Amaru to look into and Void Pet Garden. Okay. Yeah. So I'll, as we go through, try some of these. We'll look into it, see what I like. Like I said, I've used Fastic for my fasting reminder. Look into Plant Nanny. Yeah, like I said, I think that there are some other ones, like very drinking water specific, but again, depending on what your goals are, right? If you have a bunch of them like I do, then you're just going to get uh, forest for focusing. Cool. Oh, also, we have a moon calendar because it's useful to look into stuff. And we have an app for that Plantos No Jam suggested. So I'm going to have a list of apps. We're going to check them out. We're going to try them out. Depending on if you like a bunch of notifications, I think that, if Finch gives you a bunch of notifications, maybe it's not as useful. Goblin tools for generated to-do lists. So Goblin tools breaks bigger lists and stuff down into tiny tasks, which could be good. So useful. Love it. I love that my community is here and sharing stuff with me. It's amazing. So, in terms of walking more, that's what I originally pulled my phone out for. Let me see what I've generally been doing. Oh gosh. Okay. So if I look at my December, that's if I do the month. So my December average steps per day, 3,952. So I'm almost at 4K. I was doing better than I thought. It doesn't hurt that there's a few days where we walked a bunch. We had our work. My work has their event was a lot of walking for the holiday event, which was good. It was fun. It was an event at a theme park kind of thing, so it was really nice. It was a lot of walking there, and we also just got a. That's really good. So, literally the week of Christmas, there was much more sitting down. I guess playing with family and friends. Look at that! It actually went from almost 4,000, 5,000 to not. So that actually brought my average down. So I'm gonna write down that I'm starting at about 4,000 a month, 4K steps a month. So because I said this is the one that I have to work on, right? I'm going to make my goal 5,000 steps in a month. Is that a day? That's a day, sorry. 5,000 a month average. So my starting goal is going to be 5K steps a day. So again, if you go from nothing to everything, it's not going to be a habit that lasts. So I'm hoping that if I can get to 5K steps a day, it'll be great. So now I have to like, well, what am I going to do? Because if we looked at my history, right, it's not out of the realm for me to get, up. I mean, I have to actually be moving, right? But 42, 48. So me saying 5K, it's not out of the realm right now. So I'm going to give myself that goal to start with. And then how do we break that into smaller goals, right? So what am I going to do? Something that I bought. So I have had since COVID, right? When COVID hit, you adjusted a lot of things for working at home. And that's all I was doing, right? Teaching from home, teaching on the computer, which, I went from teaching where I was more often up and about, right? Standing, potentially pointing, to I'm just sitting the whole time. So one of the things I did was we got like literally the cheapest walking treadmill, not like a running treadmill, a walking treadmill that could support my weight. And I can probably put a link for what I have, just so you know my setup. I'll put that in there, but in the YouTube video, we'll have it in there. I have a walking treadmill, and then again, literally one of the cheapest standing. It's not even like a desk thing. It's I think it's supposed to be like a table, like for an entryway, but I have it up pretty high, and I use it right now for if I have my laptop and I can work and I can walk when I'm working. In the office, when I used to sit in the office, they had a walking treadmill in the office, like an actual cool legit one, not like a do what you can kind of a thing. But it works. But the only problem with that is if my goal is to move more and get steps where I'm actually walking, if I'm working, my Fitbit is not tracking my steps as I'm walking on the treadmill because my hands are here doing work stuff. So what happens in that regard is I have to, I got a pedometer that when I'm on my walking treadmill, I want to put the pedometer on my feet, one of the feet, right? Not both, but one of the feet. And that way, as I'm working, I can add those steps in. So that's something I'm going to do. So it's like a mini thing. So use and if when I'm teaching from home, as long as I'm not like actually lecturing teaching and I'm just replying to emails and giving feedback and grading, stuff like that, I'm going to be using my walking treadmill. Use pedometer on walking treadmill. Yes. I want to try to have a where I walk the neighborhood. At night. So I put with family or hubby. So depending on what's going on with the girls, they might want to ride their bikes. But I can walk the neighborhood at night, and that could help me get some stuff in, right? That walking, honestly, we've done this before. It hasn't been consistent, and that's the key is trying to pull in that consistency. So using the pedometer when I'm working, trying to walk the neighborhood at night, that would be a good habit to get into. So it's going to be a goal of mine. Also, as much as it's not steps, you know how if you move your hand around, sometimes your Fitbit will be like, oh, you're walking, right? Because this is moving. Like I have Um, 120 steps for the day. To be fair, I forgot about my watch charging at my computer. So my entire morning and everything I was doing in the morning until I sat down from here, I had nothing. Um, but if it's at 120 and I do this, right, and I look at it again, it still says 120. But sometimes it ups what you do. So I want to try to um, see if using my VR. So what is it? Synth Riders? Okay, so I'm gonna see if. So there's a number one. I love um, violins, and Lindsey Sterling is a really, really cool songs, right? So neat thing is um, in the Synth Rider song, they have some of the violin ones, and I'm actually really proud. Over the weekend, I was able to pass the Shatter Me song on Expert with Synth Riders. So, and for me, that was a lot, because it's not easy. It's not like normal. It's not hard. It is Expert. So I was like, woo, look at me, and it took me several times of practicing. Um, but I think that it does a really good job, like feeling the music and wanting to make me move. Um, so I'm hoping that playing VR will help increase my movement. So I think that'll be like a fun activity for me. So I have some habits, some alarms for these. I haven't talked about these at all, right? But again, trying to add too much too soon is bad. Um, I have an app for yoga. We'll see if I end up liking it. Yeah. Oh. Let me check the one I have. Oh, apparently I have a mood tracker app. Didn't know that. Oh, so many things. Okay. I'm going to add it here. Yoga Go. I think I have a trial version. I also have a friend in the neighborhood who is going to be doing a yoga thing, and I don't know how much it's going to cost, and sometimes that can be a factor. Um, but I'd like to try to participate in that if I can. So, um, oh, and I have to. So it's a weekly thing, but I'm going to put this in blue. Yeah, we'll do it in blue, even though I just did a thing. For the walking, I was talking to friends of mine, and um, have a friend who Monday afternoons can walk with me, and then I have another friend who Thursday mornings can walk with me. So if I add in moments where I'm doing that, it sort of is really great because it's like two birds, one stone, right? I'm not only hitting the improve my health, but also being present and engaged with family and friends, right? When you're walking, you're talking, you're seeing what's up. Um, so I think that's really good there. Um, so I have a friend who I think is starting sometime this month, and I don't know yet, but they are like from Sweden. They're a little older than me, but she's really sweet and amazing, and she's going to be starting this like yoga studio thing. And I think it's mostly an online thing. And the more information I have, I will definitely share it because I'm interested. Um, but until then, I have this Yoga Go app that I'm going to try to do. But a lot of this is me finding the time to put it in, right? Um, so for home physical therapy, I should be doing it more than once a day. I haven't been doing a lot of it all the time. So I need to at least start with once a day. The problem is I have to I have to be specific about when am I going to do this, right? Um, should I make this a I can't add too much stuff in the morning because when you have girls and work and things like that, like you don't have a lot of time in the morning, right? So I can maybe do some like I'm gonna bring my band upstairs. I have a stretch band that I have. I'm gonna say like 2 minutes. Morning stretches. I can add 2 minutes of stretch in the morning with my band. And with my band, I have this. I have this band. So it's one of those like you would see in physical therapy where it's got the loops on it. I'll probably post this one. So after we're done recording this, I'll work on getting all the links of things that I mentioned for sure. But it's one of these, so it'll be super useful in terms of stretching. And it is soft but strong, so I'm really excited about that. I like the idea of a bedtime yoga, doing yoga. So if I'm winding down at 10:30 p.m., maybe at 10:30 I do the yoga because really it's 11 that I have to be in bed, and the Yoga Go app, it's only been like 14 or so minutes. So I think that would be really good because then I get like a little bit of stretching in the morning, and then in the bedtime I also get, so that'll be good. I like that idea a lot. So let me add my physical therapy. Let me do like lunch. Because some of my physical therapy is stretching and things like that. So I'm going to say at lunch, I need to check in with my physical therapy stuff and do something in that regard. I think this is a great start. You see how I already have enough. So let's keep this out. I'm going to keep these out. And then let me see what I can do with my calendar that I got. So again, this is the season cycles. I think this one is at the top of the chat, and it'll be in the YouTube credits. Things I'm looking forward to. It tells me when the moon cycles are. It has some cool information on there. It has a really pretty picture, right? It says, stillness as winter wraps its blanket across the land. Darkness continuing to incubate dreams for the year ahead. Ground hardened with frost, blackbird feasts on dark ivy berries. Goldfinches pull seeds from teasel heads. Hedgerows listen with frosted rose hips. Brave snowdrops pierce the ground with their blade-shaped leaves. It's got a little bird. It's really pretty. So we're generally going to be checking in on Tuesdays. That's going to be our goal. We're going to do Tuesday kind of morning-ish check-ins. And then hopefully by the afternoon on Tuesday, we should have the video posted and up. Because right after we record it, maybe that's what we'll work on is getting the video uploaded. So that Tuesday evenings there. If you want to wait, Thursdays tend to be really good days for me to be creative. I tend to have a little more mental space on those days. So by Thursdays, even if it's Wednesday evening that I work on it, by Thursdays, no matter what, the videos should be posted on YouTube. So live stuff we'll do Tuesdays. So if you want to be here for that. So let's see. We have Tuesday the 2nd. That's today. That's where we're starting. And we actually, for this month, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Tuesdays we're going to have in this month. Okay, so what stickers? Because I'm visual. What stickers do we have? Let's play with some stickers. Because I played with my Sharpies, lots of Sharpie colors. Okay. So it looks like there's some numbers. Okay. More numbers. Is there any other pages? I like to plan. I like to plan for things. Aha. There's more. Okay. Okay. Ah. Isn't St. Patty's Day March? I think that would be like a March. So when is this one? Okay, so let me see. Okay, does this work or does this smudge? Let me see. Perfect. Okay. So I like to plan. So I've labeled this March because I feel like the pot of gold should be from March. So let's do that. We're going to plan to use these stickers for some stuff. That is definitely a March day. There are some pumpkins, which I feel like would be amazing for October. So I'm just going to label that October. And then obviously, I think their goal here with these little ornaments is December, so we'll just run with that. It's fine for me. There's this little, like, acorn thing that's between October and December. I think I'm okay with that being in November. So I have labeled mine October, November, December. It looks like these leaves could be a good September. I'm okay with that. And then my brain is happy because they go in order. So all I've done is label those 3. Okay, we have March. And there's a thing that says April showers bring May flowers. So you'd think that May would be the flower one, right? At least that's what I would think. I'm going to put May as the flowers. February, there's this little cup of coffee with hearts in it. That's going to be my February. February. Okay. Okay. Pretty sure this is going to be a July. So these are like little shells, which I'm assuming might be a good, maybe like June for like water stuff, like you're going to the beach or something like that, maybe. Okay. And I don't know another month if we already have November, December taken and February taken. I think that the little oh my gosh, what do you call them? Snowflakes would be January. So that's what I'm going to use for a January thing. So I have January, February, March. I don't have an April yet, but I have a May, June, July. I need August. Okay, so I need August, April. So April is my birthday. So it's kind of like, what do I want for April? I don't know that I want the calendar. But if there's a, so we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Aha. Okay. So I know what I'm gonna to do. Yes, those are suns. So I'm gonna put April as these little like cute, these little pink cups. I'm actually gonna put April. Oh, that works. Yeah. So August, because it's a back to school kind of time, August works there. So stuff that we don't have use for month-wise, right? Because we have a January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So we have these little like Star of David things that are open, and we have these suns that are open. So we can use those for whatever we want. But I at least feel better that I've taken the things and labeled them. Okay. I think that'll be the order that I hope have those in. Okay, cool. Stickers, some labels done. So then there's also, you can kind of see a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You have a May, June, July, August here. And then are these? Let me see. Okay, so these are definitely like a December thing. I wonder, is there one of those for every month? Ooh, we got these. How many? Is this just one? Okay, how many are there? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So it looks like there's 12 of these. Okay. With some extra in other places. It's like a little watering thing, like a... That could be good if I'm trying to like track water. How many is in each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 things there. So it's about enough for a month-ish, because it's 8 times 3, so it's 24. So not quite a full month. But if I'm trying to track water, like drinking water, that could be something that's very useful for that month for me. So I'll maybe do that. And, you know, this color seems to go with that one, so I might use that one for this month. Or this. This color would work well also. Yeah. Okay, so what else do we have here? Okay, let's put these to the side. That was different. Okay, so these are pretty obvious here. I do think that they have one of these for every month, and I'm going to take the obvious ones and put them in a pile, because we have what should be probably June. So this will be all June. This is a December. Pretty sure that's what they meant for this one. Okay, this is going to be a November. November, December. There's there. Pretty sure this is meant to be a February. Ooh, these are going to be really cool. I'm grateful for, yes. But I think that this is the only sheet of this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 15 of them. Not quite enough that I can do one every week. But there is enough that there is at least one for every month, it looks like. So we could write this as like week 1, week 2, week 3. So we can put one of these stickers on every month, probably. That would be useful. Okay. You have actual labels. Ah, okay, this is useful for this sheet. Where'd that sheet go? Over here. Because it tells us what... Right, June looks like it's this little kind of stars. September is right here. December is that one. Okay, so these help match up. This is January. Useful. And March. I mean, you don't have to use it that way, but it makes the little, you know, OCD part of me happy when it does that. There's bunnies, right? It says April has put a spirit of youth in everything. Easter spells out. So I'm assuming that this should be an April thing, since it says April has put blah, 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 blah. Yep, so we're definitely going to label that April. Okay. So this is very similar to this one, except it's definitely New Year's purposes, last year's blessings. I love that. January, February, March, April. Oh, that's really good. Oh, I don't like moving celebration dates. That's okay. So, should we label this one... since it's Easter stuff, should we label it March? Because technically for this year. I mean, it doesn't matter, whichever one. You can always use the different things. This is October for sure. Be a great month. Put this over here. Summer fun. It's definitely like a June or July for sure on that one. I feel like this one has to be like a May. Yeah. How about we do that? How about we do like a March, April. Okay. This one, St. Patty's Day, is March. Like, maybe not then. This is so very March that I think we're just going to take the March off of this. Never mind. We're just ignore that. Didn't happen. We'll just lean into it. It's fine. It's whatever. Depends on what we're going to use them for anyway. Okay. So we have 3 of these. That's useful. They say January, February, March, April, right? May, June, July, August, right? September, October, November, December. So it tells us which ones to sort of use for each of those. That's good. I think I'm going to group them. This is another fall, another turned page. We have a December, and we have a November, and we have an October. So, what is it? August, September. Yeah, probably a good September one. Here's a January right here, for sure, since it literally says, hello, January. Okay, so January, February, March, April. We don't have a May, but I think that I don't know what this one's supposed to be, or if it's just supposed to be like a rando. We'll see. Hold on. Where's an August? Oh, do I have to use that one? Okay. So if this is September, right? We'll say this would be like a May. April, May. June was very summer themed, so we'll say June, July, August. Oh, hold on. So both of these are very like hello summer. I don't know that I mind. I mean, it's for me, it's Florida, so August still really is very hot. But I think hello summer probably is more of a June, and summer fun would probably be more of a August. Okay, so I think this is an extra. It's just extra stuff. Okay, so we'll say this is September. Okay, so then everything that we have that goes together, we'll sort of keep with that month. And then I'm not digging through to see stuff, right, to find stuff. So. We have our these four, the September, October, November, December, September, October, November, December. So we'll just keep these together. And then in front of all four of these, which they'll kind of hang out in the back for now because we don't need them. Right? We're not going to use them. It's going to be a while. It'll be a while. Okay. These are used more often. So we have the January. And we have May, June, July, August. So I don't think I finished writing on all of these. I think I have to write August on this one. Now I have some fun stickers. And if I do good stuff, the reward will be I get to put stickers on that week. So the more stickers I'm using, the better I've done. Okay. So then we have May flowers. And then June summer stuff. Perfect. Okay, and then in front of the May and the June, we have this guy and these. March we'll have to you know what? I have this cool thing called scissors. And I don't mind cutting this. I'm not cutting the sticker, so that's good. Boom. Yeah. I'm gonna drink more water's good. Okay, so we have May, June, July, August. That's these. May, June, July, August. Here. May, June. Wow. I wrote June? Even though I clearly was like, this is totally a July. I wrote June. That's funny. Glad I caught that. Anyway, June, July, August. So here's our other set. This in half. It was a thank you note that they sent me. I'm just cutting it in half so I can be organized. Because I'm going to take their thank you note, fold it in half. And this is my way of saying I don't have to touch those. And I'm going to flip this one over so that the names are showing for me right here. Boom. So I'm going to set it in here like this. And I can kind of see that that's what that is. And then it's grouped together, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I love all of that. Okay, this will be my next one, and I'll put this on here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Okay, these will kind of, these in there. Okay, it's not March yet. So, things that we have. We're going to have January stuff out. Okay, so we're going to keep all of our January stuff out. Okay, and we're going to see what we might want to do with the stuff. Now that we've sort of labeled stuff. Okay, what do I have? Okay, and then we had the sheet that had all of the things on it. The I'm grateful for. Where'd that sheet go? Did I put that sheet away, or is that just sitting under here? Aha, it's sitting under here. Okay. So I wanted to put I'm grateful for. Okay. So we have an I'm grateful for. Okay, and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like I have all of these. New Year's purposes, last year's blessing, cool. So. Oh no, there's this last year's blessing sticker. I'm going to put it here. I think that's a really good spot for it because it's last year, right? Okay, so I'm just putting my little stickers here in these spots because they look pretty-ish, and that sticker's off, it's going to annoy me. But I don't want to pull it up, so it'll just be like that. It'll just have to be like that. Okay. Cool. So I have those on there. Let's see. Okay. What am I going to add? What are we thankful for last year? I'm just going to put my family. I'm going to put support. So my family, just the fact that they are all still happy and healthy. We have so much laughs throughout the day. Smiles, laughs, giggles, that's what we have. I'm very grateful for all the support for my family, for my friends, from my community, my Twitch fam too, like just all of that. I don't know. Maybe as we go through and we're being grateful for things, we'll add to the last year's blessing, but I'm just really grateful for all the support that I got with a lot of my health stuff that was going on. Okay. One of the things that we wanted to do was talk about what we were grateful for. We want to do a gratitude thing, right? So we worked on some goals. But we need to work on the gratitude part also. So I think I had a list somewhere. Did I put it in my Discord? I think in the gratitude spot. Well, that's always useful when you find something. You're like, oh, I'm totally going to save this. And then you don't know where you saved it. That's the best kind of useful, right? But I had some gratitude prompts that I thought I'd saved somewhere. Maybe they were like physical downloads and not a link. That might be the difference. Let me try that. The song is Pretzel Rocks stuff, and it's the main character stream. Oh, well. I thought I had it nearby. I'm probably just gonna, I'll remember which ones. I just didn't want it to So some gratitude journal prompts. Let's see. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. I know the perfect one. Coming from the holiday season, and then hopefully. I mean, I guess we could use it then, but. See, some of these, like, I don't know that I could, because it's like a gratitude journal prompt, and it says something like, best gift you have ever received. And I'm like, I have to pick one? I don't know. I liked a bunch of them. Like, read about a movie that touched your heart and why. I cry a lot during all movies. So, like, so many movies touch my heart. Ever is a lot to remember. Okay, express. I don't know. I think these are. That was a lot. That one, probably not the best. I think they're wanting you to write a bunch, and I don't want to write a bunch. I mean, I want to be thoughtful, but I don't know that I want to, like, write a bunch. There's a difference. See, that's a good one. Okay. Write about something positive that's happened to you recently that made you feel more fortunate. write about something positive that happened to you recently. Recently is good. Oh, I can spell. My ED kind of ran together recently that made you feel more fortunate. Okay. So, something that happened to me recently that made me feel more fortunate. I don't know that it happened to me. I don't know. Honestly, one of the best memories that I have, and I'll just say that, is literally just um, the laughter. Like my husband was taking a nap on the couch, and my oldest went over to him and like tried to lay down under his back before he got there, and he was like, "Oh man, this pillow," and he was like pretend hitting, like not hard at all, like, "Oh, well, there's pillow here," like poking, and she was giggling, and she was like, "I'm gonna nap too," um, and it was just laughs and smiles, and I think like that. So for me, I'm just gonna say that is just watching my husband and daughter laugh like that. So I'm gonna put down today is 1, 2, 24, right? Okay, this is gonna take a while. Um, I'm gonna try and describe it as best as possible. My husband, quote, take a nap, and oldest with them. So, because it says makes me feel more fortunate, right? And I know not everybody has um, family if they want family. Not everybody has a happy family. Not everybody's in that position, right? So, for me, what felt fortunate and what I was uh, great, grateful about in that moment was that um, I am in a happy, loving marriage. I have um, happy, healthy family. I mean, I'm the one that goes to the hospital and has surgeries. I'm in that regard. The rest of my family, they're fine. Um, so I'm very grateful for that. Um, that they're healthy, that they're happy, that we have that laughter in our life. So let's see. Our goals. Let's write them in this color. So normally what I would like to do is to check in on what our previous goals were, how we did, things like that, right? So I'm just going to say that we created the goals here. I'm just going to write created and prioritized goals for the week. And then the next one, we can do like a check-in. How do we do? Right? And we called this one, it's like very earth, so I'm writing it in this one. Yeah, it's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different things already, and it's just one of the categories, so it'll be a lot. I'm going to write in here the New Year's purposes. I'm going to go ahead and write that thing that I wrote before. We'll write that in here. I think that'll be a good thing to write. So let me pull my colors out. This one. Say health focused. Okay, so I'm gonna write those first, actually, then. I'll put them in the same order that it goes in. Create more. Improve health and career. We'll put a period at the end so that we know, because I won't be able to fit them all on each line. Keep brain engaged and practice stillness. That's kind of what we're focusing on there with the period, because we stopped that sentence. And then be present and engaged with family and friends. That way we're not going to forget them because I have them written down. Not that I would forget, but there. So we have something here. I'm going to write down, I wrote it in purple, so let me use the purple again. And this I'm grateful for. All of this. I'm just going to put laughter. So that'll be my gratitude part, is I'm grateful for laughter. I don't know if I am going to use shopping list for a shopping list. We might have to, as we work through stuff, maybe I will find something that I want to write down as things to pick up. Now, we'll have to think about the best use of these counters, because yeah, I could put like a little 2 there, right? And maybe it's one of those things where when we get our goal for the day, we get to put the sticker on the date, right? That could be a good use for it. So the day has just started, right? Today is the 2nd. So if we can do these things, I mean, already in the morning, I'll have to kind of catch up on, what is it, the morning stretch. So maybe have to add that into some lunch stuff. But if we do the item and we're successful with it, then we get to put the sticker on the date. I think that's what we'll do. So hopefully this will be a really awesome endeavor for us, and we will continue to grow and refine. Hopefully this session and watching this is helpful for you. In you creating your own goals and refining your own goals. We'll look at some tools, and then we'll check in again next week. So, thanks for being here.